People rarely tell you when they're done with you. They don't send a formal breakup text. They don't schedule a meeting to clear the air. Instead, their brain starts a subconscious process of emotional eviction. You feel the distance growing. Every time you ask if everything's okay, they smile and say they are just busy. But the truth is, their mind has already packed its bags. Soon, you will know exactly how to read the silent, biological signals that mean someone is secretly trying to push you out of their life. Today, we're decoding the invisible psychology of human detachment. You will walk away knowing how to spot the exact behavioral shifts people use to quietly erase you from their world. Forget the obvious red flags. We're looking at the subconscious physical cues they don't even know they are broadcasting. Take the breakdown of interaction synchrony. Psychologist Frank Bernier found that people who feel connected naturally mirror each other's physical movements. When someone secretly wants to sever a bond, their nervous system breaks this rhythm. Think about the last time you sat across from them. You lean forward and they instinctively lean back. You smile and their face stays entirely flat. Their body is literally rejecting your presence before their words ever do. It is a deeply unsettling feeling. Your brain registers the mismatch instantly. You feel awkward and totally out of place in their company. Stay with me on this next one. It revolves around something psychologists call the mum effect. Researchers Sidney Rosen and Abraham Tesser discovered that humans have a profound biological reluctance to deliver bad news. Instead of having an uncomfortable conversation about ending the relationship, they just manufacture distance. You felt this when they suddenly take 3 days to answer a simple text. They tell you work is crazy, they promise to catch up soon, but they're actually just using silence as a weapon. They starve the relationship, so it dies quietly without them having to take the blame. Most people think anger is the biggest sign a relationship is failing. The reality is the exact opposite. Anger means they still care enough to fight. True detachment looks like total, deadening apathy. Here's another silent signal, known as stonewalling. Relationship researcher John Goffman identified this as one of the ultimate predictors that a bond is ending. Stonewalling is when a person simply goes blank. Think about the last time you asked them why they were acting weird. Instead of answering, their face freezes. They give you a cold, empty stare. They refuse to engage. It feels exactly like talking to a brick wall. They're building a psychological barrier to block your emotional access. They shut you out completely to protect their own energy. Now look at the leakage of contempt. Psychologist Paul Ekman proved that we cannot completely hide our true feelings. They constantly flash across our faces as micro-expressions. When someone wants to get rid of you, they often feel a hidden sense of superiority. You felt this when you share a story and catch them rolling their eyes for a split second. Or maybe they give you a crooked, tight half smile. That isn't a smile at all. That is the biological signature of disgust. It lasts less than a second, but your subconscious catches it, leaving you feeling entirely worthless. Now, this is where it gets highly uncomfortable. You might be sitting there thinking, wait, so this whole time I've been misunderstanding myself? Yes, you probably assume they're pushing you away because you did something wrong. You think you're too needy, you think you're annoying, or just difficult to love. But here's the brutal truth about cognitive dissonance. They aren't distancing themselves because you're broken. They're distancing themselves because your presence triggers their own guilt. When they treat you poorly, seeing you reminds them that they're the villain in the story. They don't necessarily want to get rid of you, they want to get rid of the uncomfortable mirror you hold up to their own toxic behavior. You can't force someone to value your presence. When their body language and silence tell you to leave, believe them the first time. Which one of these brutal signs have you noticed lately? Drop their answer in the comments below so we can decode the patterns together. If this helped you see reality a little clearer, hit subscribe and stay with us. Next time, we're exposing the dark psychology behind why people give you the silent treatment and exactly how to break it.